My friend, we just finished our discourse on idolatry, but there is another spirit that hinders ones not to make progress in life. It makes God to reject your worship and open you up for Satan to attack. It is called the spirit of bitterness and unforgiveness. When you have an animosity, bitterness, and unforgiveness in your heart towards a brother who sometimes don't even know that you are angry with him, you are only making your BP to increase. You when you see the brother, your sister, your whole body will be shaking. So it means it even give you more health problem. So you see why you need to let it go, because as Christians, Jesus Christ admonished us that when you have problem with your brother or your sister, before you give your offering to God, he said you should first go back to make peace with that brother. So you see why you need to go back to make peace with that brother, so that God Almighty will accept your worship. Because Jesus Christ told us in his famous prayers, the Lord's Prayer in Matthew 6 from verse 9, if you read verse 14 and 15, he said that we should forgive those who sin against us, so that God Almighty will forgive us. I know you want to say, oh, preacher, it's not easy. That sister, that brother, he collected my wife. He stabbed me at the back. He made me to lose my business. He did this to me. He took my mother to so place, and he brought destruction upon myself. The reason why my life is like this is that brother. Brother, you need to let it go. It does not worth it. Jesus Christ said in Mark 11, if you read from verse 23 to 24 and 25, he said, when you pray, believe that you have received it, but the condition for you to receive that thing is said in verse 25, which I want you to pay attention. He said, when you pray, he said, first forgive those who trespass against you. Forgive them. You are forgiving them not because of them, but because of yourself. So that if you don't forgive them, God Almighty will not forgive you. So you see why you need to forgive them. Because if you don't, God Almighty will not forgive you your sin. And if you want God to forgive you your sin, you just have to let go. Colossians 3 verse 13 says, forbearing one another, if anyone has quarrel with one another, let him forgive, just as Jesus Christ came down and forgive us all our trespasses. But if you refuse to forgive, it means you don't want God to forgive you too. And by so doing, you hinder your progress, you hinder your growth, God reject your worship, and you open yourself to Satan, the devil, to attack. Which one do you prefer? So my friend, make the right choice. Let that bitterness, let that anger, let that animosity, let that spirit of unforgiveness, let it go and live a peaceful life. May God bless you as you do that in the name of Jesus Christ.